What's going on, guys? This is Herman here from Advanced Motorsports. Today I'm going to show you guys how to take off the ignition switch. This bike is a 2015 R1. Somebody just went ahead and broke the ignition switch, broke the triple clamp. I got everything here brand new, ready to go. All the OEM stuff, triple clamp, switch, everything. Alright, so here we are. This is where we're going to do the job, knock this thing out. Let me go ahead and show you guys the tools we're going to need, and we're ready to go. Good thing the insurance paid for all that damage right there. I need a big old socket, number 36. A good size impact like this right here. Alright. That's what we're going to go ahead and use to go ahead and knock out a big old nut right here for a triple clamp. So we're going to replace that with a brand new one. Let me go ahead and do those two hands. Alright, two hands works better. I already loosened up the nut. It's ready to go. Get your extension. You're going to get in here. You got to go ahead and get into that Allen right there. Okay? Alright, here we go. So I'm going to loosen this just a little bit so I can rotate. I'm going to pull this lever down just enough so I get enough room so I can get my Allen in there. Alright? Then you're going to need that number 4 Allen to loosen up this bolt. We got to take everything that clamps onto that triple clamp so we could be able to pull it out easily. Alright, on this side we're going to go ahead and loosen up the other Allen too. Loosen it up. You don't have to pull it all the way out, but loosen it up. There's a broken ignition switch, right? Alright, there's 2 more Allens on the top. You got to release that, hold on to the handlebar clips. Okay. Pull these out. Nice. And what we're going to do now is spray a little bit of penetrating fluid. I'll show you. Alright, I know I didn't tell you, but the Allens here are number 5 Allen, metric. Okay. The penetrator is to spray here. I would like to lube a little bit. Makes everything a lot easier. Okay, and then since we're about to slide this whole thing up, I like to have it flat and wedge it in between the edge right here where the bolt was at. I actually just decided to take it all off and just slightly, see, wedge it out so it loosens it up just slightly. Now we're ready to pull the triple clamp up with the switch, which is broken, and then we're gonna have to go in and now I can take off the nut from the center, and we're gonna be able to go in and follow the actual wiring harness to the side of the fairing to disconnect it and replace the actual ignition switch too with the triple clamp, which actually got damaged. So as we continue here, I just used a little pry bar lightly to kind of wedge up the actual triple clamp, and that penetrating oil has actually been very good. Okay, I actually moved it on both sides. Alright, see how it's going up? So you just do one side then the other side. Alright, there it is. So I just kind of wedged it. Okay, we're ready. That's triple clamps off. Now let's follow the tail to the wiring harness for the ignition switch. That's what it looks like right there. And you got to be careful with the flat when you wedge things so you don't scratch your fork tubes. If all you were trying to do is just do the triple clamp, that video pretty much ends that. And what I would always recommend is make sure that you change over like this plastic bracket right here. Take it off of the old one and put it back on the new one before reassembly, and replace it with its new bolts that actually hold it into the 2 Allens that you guys took off. And that would end that part, and just do the reverse installation with this, the clamp, and the new nut. Okay, now we're going to continue to the ignition switch installation. So let's check that out. Alright, for the ignition switch, continuing this job is to go ahead and take the cover off the side right here for the fairing. Okay, we're going to take all those bolts off. Oh, that one's a 6, so let's swap to a 6 from a, it's actual 5 Allen, a 4 and a 5. Okay, so yeah, it was just that 4 Allen. The other one, we just pulled it off, and it has a little push pin right here where it grabs, presses down, and it keeps it held in. Now we got to go in here and cut the zip tie that's right here so we could go ahead and then release the cable from the ignition down. Alright, so I kind of fast forward just a little bit. So what I did is, so now we have our cable here for the ignition, right? I just took off 4 bolts for the white fairing. It's not big, you know, just loosen that one, the top one, right? And then there's 2 of the little push pins on the inside. Okay, you see little holes right there? So you take them both off. I have them right here. This is all I took off, 2 push pins and the 4 bolts. It just lets the fairing come down. This one ain't popping off because it's got this LED in there. Yours is gonna come off completely. That's fine. I'm not trying to get this one out of the way. I just need enough to get here behind these straps and pull the cable, disconnect it, and then reconnect the new ignition. All right, there you go. Take these 2 off, and then just pull your harness up. So all I'm gonna do is just push it through. Okay, I don't take, you know, a lot of people like to break down more stuff than what they have to. Just push it through, and with your hand pull it till you get it through, all the way through. There's the busted up one. Let's go ahead and install it on the triple clamp now with the new one. Go ahead and remove this little bracket that holds the reservoir fluid and swap it over to the new one, okay? Alright, since these are the original Yamaha brand new bolts, these are going to break away. You're using a 10 mil socket. You're going to tighten it up from underneath, okay, with the new ignition switch. Make sure it's facing the correct way. And then we're installing this bushing right here, this little plastic spacer, so it all fits just right. So there's really no way you can go wrong. You guys already snapped the other one off. Just so you gotta do is just set it up. You know, I'm using one hand right here. Hold it. Right there. Snapped it right off. So that makes them tamper proof. Alright, so let's go ahead and put it back on. That's pretty much it right there on this triple clamp deal. So there we are. Looks great on top, right? Now we gotta slide it down. Put in our new Allens. Everything's gonna be reverse installation, guys. Alright, run your cable. Okay. Pull it down. We're gonna go ahead and connect it. Put on our fairings. Hey guys, well that was it for that nice Yamaha R1. So now from here, don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel. Turn on the ringer so you know all the new videos that are coming out. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and if you have any questions, just fire away. You can call us at our shop at 619-691-0866 for any parts, factory parts, OEM, or aftermarket jobs that you might need. Thank you, and don't forget to tune in.